smelling well. What a 180 from today's McDonald's, Tim. Where we've been preaching, just stick to the basics, make the basics better. They figured, why go to something else if the original menu is working so well, Delegati said. But it went over so well in Uniontown that we were allowed to bring it to 2 stores in Pittsburgh for a couple of weeks. But listen to this, Tim. Demand exploded at Delegati's sandwich.
Wait, hold on.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I had to take a step back.
Okay.
They gave him this Rubik's Cube puzzle thing to do, like, you can only make it with the ingredients here.
Yeah, and
where the H did he get the special sauce? The secret sauce.
Maybe they had salads at that time. And they had
okay.
1,000. Probably not. That was 1967. They weren't serving salads.
Nobody ate salads then.
He could maybe.
Nobody. I think in the 60s, before the 90s, I don't think anybody ever ate a salad or drank a glass of water.
I think they probably weren't. They were probably like, look, you want to go buy 1,000 Island dressing from the store, that's fine. But you want to make a bigger burger. We're not going to make bigger beef to accommodate this. And that's when
where are we going to find cows that big?
Yeah. And that's when he struck upon the idea of like, I'll put one burger on top of another burger. So it went over so well, they brought it to a few stores in Pittsburgh. It exploded to the rest of his 47 stores in Pennsylvania. So this was not...
Yeah, this was
like
not
a local fry cook's stroke of genius. This guy had 49 stores in Pennsylvania in 1967.
Yeah, he freaking invented that. He cooked it up in the back of his Rolls Royce.
Yeah, he was just like, how do we get a more expensive burger?
Yeah, real scumbag.
But here, Tim, is how nimble McDonald's used to be. That this all happened in 1967, 1968. It's on the national menu.
I mean, yeah, it's a year. It's a good sandwich, Tom.
A year, Tim, when they had to telegraph the other restaurants.
Yeah, but get this: once somebody took a bite of
new
Delegati's aristocrat, it seems weird to me, Tom. The McNugget.
Yeah.
Wasn't even around until the early 80s, we learned.
Yeah. The same guy who invented the McRib.
Yeah, that guy can go screw, though.
What? That guy could go screw. You can go screw.
You know what? The McNugget's good. The McRib, get out of town, is what I say.
But that's not that guy's fault. He was just doing the best with what he had.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know. I want to see...
I mean, really, that guy's claim to fame is just if you take meat and you chop it up enough, you can shape it into things that don't look disgusting.
That's true. It's a wonderful legacy to have. Do you think he has a spokesman? Do you think the creator of the Arch Deluxe's family has a spokesperson?
No. Tim, I could go on forever. The Arch Deluxe, I think...
It had a more adult taste.
Yeah, I think the problem there is that is a byproduct of the corporate structure.
Yeah, it's like, what's a camel, right?
Exactly. A horse engineered by committee.
Yep.
That's what the Arch Deluxe is. The Arch Deluxe is a Big Mac engineered by committee.
You know what? I won't sit here and have you speak ill of the Arch Deluxe.
Look, I love the Arch Deluxe, Tim. I love corporate America. But a fact's a fact.
Yeah. Tom, here's something I didn't learn. You don't learn these things until... sadly, an American hero dies.
He was 98 and he ate one every week. Was that what you were going to say?
No.
He was 98 and he ate one every week.
Yeah, you can eat garbage once a week.
And live to 98?
Yeah.
That's like as long as RoboCop lived.
Klaus, and I don't know what it's about. All right.
Tim, we're not here to talk about Big Macs today, for God's sake. We're here to talk about Cowboys.
Of course.
Like we are every week. We're here to talk about Cowboys. This week's topic is Cowboys.
Yeah, why is this week's topic Cowboys?
Tim, I've just been thinking a lot about Cowboys. And we're not going to talk about this, but I've been watching Westworld. Westworld's good, Tim. You should watch Westworld.
That's why you're... Okay. This makes sense.
Yeah. You should watch it.
I'm not going to watch Westworld.
You should watch it. You like it.
I got burned by J.J. Abrams in the past.
It
won't happen again.
He won't do it again. He came on in the beginning of the show and said, guys, I learned my lesson. I'm not going to do it again. No, honestly, and no spoilers, and I'm not going to talk about it a lot, but they did a very good job of setting up mysteries, and episode 9 just aired. By the time this comes out, the finale will have aired.
Cool.
But episode 9, like, solved all the mysteries pretty much. Like, to the degree where you're kind of like, all right, then what's next season actually going to be?
But Tom, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not watching things. I don't want to watch something that's a puzzle.
But even the mysteries...
If it's Cowboys, I just want to see them do rodeo tricks.
But even the mysteries, they're good mysteries where it's not like... all the mysteries you figure out on the way.
Right.
But they don't play...
I still think everything has to be like, you have to solve this thing that you watch.
No, it's not necessarily like that.
I'm not Agatha Christie, Tom, and you can't make me.
It's just that there are mysteries, and you're like, I think I know where this is heading, and then they're like, guess what? You were right. It makes you feel like a real smart guy when you're watching it.
Real big man, huh?
Yeah, for once in my life, I feel like a big man.
Congratulations.
But the show, Tim... front to back Cowboys. Well, I mean, not front to back. Sometimes
I hear there's a lot of nude women on the show.
Yeah, nude men, nude women. You see it all, Tim. But not normally in the Wild West. Normally, you see the naked robots in like the
robots.
Yeah, in the.
But
like,
I thought this was some sort of Westworld.
Tim, it's a Westworld where people go on vacation to pretend to be cowboys.
I don't care about this.
But anyway, you see the naked robots when they're in the back getting repairs or
Great,
whatever.
Okay, awesome.
I know that's the only reason why you'll watch, Tim. I mean,
for robot repairs.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the robots have skin over them, so you don't even really get to see the naked robots.
I want to see those gears, baby.
Yeah, show me those gears and pistons. But so everybody's looking to be a cowboy nowadays now.
Right. Is this true? There is going to be like trend pieces about people like
becoming cowboys because of Westworld.
Yeah.
I mean, is that like, did people watch The Sopranos and go like, hey, that looks like a pretty cool lifestyle. Maybe I'll become
people get into crime every day, Tom.
Well, I mean, we're from Long Island. We're from a place where literally they did see Sopranos and they were like, hey, it's a pretty cool way to dress.
Yeah. So yes. So what I'm saying is yes, people do that.
Yeah. But maybe
and they're like, also, crime. That seems to pay.
Yeah. Well,
it does.
Tim, I'm here to tell you crime doesn't pay. I've been.
I won't believe you unless you rap about it.
I've been hired by your parents to have a talk with you. So anyway, though, Cowboys. Tim, I have a few questions for you to. No, just kind of gauge your cowboy aptitude.
All right.
Have you ever? Do you own or have you owned cowboy boots or a cowboy hat? Keep in mind you are under oath.
I'm well aware I'm under oath, Tom.
Yeah. It's a very long process at the beginning of every episode.
It's I never saw the value in it, and now I understand why it's finally paying off. I don't think so. I almost bought cowboy boots as a goof when I was in Austin, Texas.
But buying cowboy boots as a goof, not cowboy goofs, that's a different thing. Cowboy boots, that's an expensive goof, Tim.
No, not at these places, because it was
not at these prices.
It was like, not at these prices. It wasn't. It was goof level pricing because there were a bunch of us there.
Yeah,
and it was
there was like a group discount.
Well, it was like buy 2 pairs get the third free.
Okay,
3 of us go in there.
33% off.
Yeah, that's a steal. Still didn't do it. And I went down there in 2006 and I was like, and they were like, wow, you guys better act fast on this deal. I went back down there in 2015. Store had the same deal going on.
Same boots.
I didn't have to
you probably had to blow the dust off them.
Yeah.
How much were the boots?
I don't know.
You don't remember? You were there last year.
Yeah.
Ballpark.
Freaking boot prices, $60, $70.
After the buy 2 get 1 free, or before the buy 2?
Probably before. I don't know what quality these boots are.
To go?
Off the rack?
No, wait. Buy BT Go?
A BOGO.
No, that's buy 1 get 1 free. B2Go.
BTO, Bachman Turner Overdrive. Oh. Bachman Turner Overdrive. Yeah, BTO.
Tim, you're like one of these robots on Westworld glitching out.
I don't understand the reference, Tom.
All right, so $60, you consider that goof territory?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
To come back here waltzing around in some cowboy boots?
Yeah.
I should ask you the same question, but you are not under oath. You're dressed as a bailiff. You're the one who had administered the oath, but I'm trusting you on this one.
Yeah, well, I was the bailiff. Now I'm the prosecutor.
Right. Cowboy hat or cowboy boots?
Permission to treat the witness as hostile.
You're the witness at this point.
No, you're the witness. I'm cross-examining you.
Who originally examined me?
That's between you and your doctor. Okay. So you've not owned cowboy boots or cowboy hat. Have you ever shot a handgun?
You know damn well I've shot a gun, but not a handgun.
Yeah.
No, these guys aren't all handguns. They're riflemen, too.
Yeah, sometimes.
More often than handguns.
Not when there's
Depends
a duel.
on what kind of cowboy we're talking about.
Yeah.
Duels.
Well, we'll get to that.
Right. I think you mean showdowns, Tom.
Third question. Have you ever ridden a horse?
Oh, no. God, no.
You've never ridden a horse?
First of all, calm down.
All right.
Of course, I've never ridden a horse. You know,
May the record show I am calm.
I can't stand horses. They're huge and terrifying and
so then wouldn't you
jumpy.
like to exert your dominion over a horse?
No, I'm not a freaking weirdo.
You want to show
horses do their thing. Tim does my thing.
You don't want to show a horse who's boss?
No, I don't need to show. I'm not like that, Tom.
Well, if you don't show a horse who's boss...
Have you ridden a horse?
If you don't show a horse who's boss, they're going to show you who's boss by kicking you in the head one day when you're standing behind
So I've never stood behind a horse in my life.
Oh, that was my next question. Have you ever stood behind a horse?
No, I know what happens to people.
Tim, I have ridden a horse once.
When?
In the desert.
What was the horse's name?
Who knows? I rode a horse in the desert in Arizona. Went on like a horse excursion.
Cool.
I guess.
Oh, what a cowboy.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. And well, so this was my grandparents moved to.
I didn't ask.
They moved. They moved to Arizona to retire because my grandpa had this like crazy idea that he was a cowboy, even though he was born and raised in...
This is about more than just Westworld, huh, Tom?
He was born and raised in Manhattan. And then, like...
An urban cowboy.
Yeah. Well, once he had a family, he moved out to Long Island, but then they retired to Arizona. And
people do that without becoming cowboys, though.
Well, not my grandpa. He became a full-on cowboy. He bought a horse. He got cowboy boots and a cowboy hat, and he used to wear them when he came back to New York all the time, which was very embarrassing.
Like, it's like when you went out with Crocodile Dundee. And it's like, why are you wearing all that Outback gear? You're in the city now.
Yeah, exactly. Bolo ties.
He wore bolo ties?
Tim, I'm telling you, the whole 9 yards as far as being a cowboy goes.
Wow. Well done.
Yeah, but like he wasn't really a cowboy even when he was in Arizona.
Tom, can I ask you a question?
Uh-huh.
And this might sound silly.
Yeah.
What is a cowboy?
It's a boy who moves cows around.
Right. So it's a...
But the pop culture definition has expanded to like...
anybody that rides a horse and wears boots?
No, not anybody that rides a horse and wears boots.
And wears boots. Oh, the hat.
And a
you
cowboy
need the
hat,
too,
yeah. Well, it's just, again, most cowboy, well, not again. I guess we haven't explained what a cowboy is.
Yeah. Tell me, because I really don't understand. Is it just a rancher?
Pretty much. I mean, it's somebody, like cowboys,
I don't understand.
It's not a rancher.
I don't understand how anything west of the Mississippi works at all. Just like... So, like, I don't understand.
Yeah, of course
like,
you don't, Tim. You're city folk.
Yeah. I don't understand, like, what a ranch is. Like, when I read in the news, like, I get all, like, bent out of shape when they talk about, like, these Bundy doofuses. Al Bundy, Peg Bundy.